Can non-US citizens participate? This question comes up more often than most people would expect, and the short answer is yes. Investors don't need to be US citizens to participate in Freedom Notes. But the right answer is more than just yes. There's context around how it works, what to expect in the process, and what makes US real estate appealing to investors who are based outside the country. Let me walk through all of it. Freedom Notes is governed by our Private Placement Memorandum, the legal document that defines the terms and structure of that offering. That document does not require U.S. citizenship. What it does require is that investors meet the Accredited Investor Standard. In the United States, Accredited Investor is an SEC designation based on income or net worth thresholds. Investors outside the United States are evaluated against those same standards during our onboarding process. We've worked with investors based outside the United States, and the investment structure is the same. The documents are the same, the terms are the same. The process simply involves some additional steps around accredited investor verification and wire transfer logistics, and our investor concierge team handles those details directly with each investor. I want to spend a moment on the why, because I think it explains why this question comes up more and more. U.S. real estate has historically been viewed as one of the most stable investment markets in the world. Dollar-denominated returns, consistent legal frameworks, strong property rights, a market large enough and diversified enough to weather cycles that would damage smaller markets. For investors outside the United States who want stability, dollar exposure, and an asset class driven by necessity rather than speculation, our sectors check those boxes. People in the United States need workforce housing, senior housing, and storage, regardless of what the currency markets are doing or what political cycle is underway in another part of the world. The demand is structural. It's not tied to any one administration, any one market moment, or any macro trend that could reverse. It's tied to the fact that people need places to live, places to age, and places to store their belongings during life's transitions. That's not going to change. The fixed rate note structure of Freedom Notes is particularly relevant for investors outside the United States. You're not buying a stock that requires daily monitoring. You're not managing a property from across an ocean. You're not navigating the complexity of direct property ownership in a foreign country, the title work, the local regulations, the tenant management. You sign a note. Your capital is deployed by our team. Your returns are paid quarterly on the income track or compounded on the growth track. You have access to our investor portal where you can see your account at any time. And you have dedicated investor relations contact who knows your name. That's passive investing in the actual sense of the word. Your money is working, you are not. For an international investor, the process begins the same way it does for anyone, with a conversation at chatwithfreedom.com. From there, you review our documents and complete our accredited investor verification. Our concierge team then helps you through the mechanics of funding from outside the United States, wire instructions, any documentation your bank may require, and answers to the specific logistical questions that come up for international participants. We've done this before, and our team knows how to make it manageable. Once funded, your investment operates exactly like any other Freedom Note position. Quarterly communications, portal access, a direct contact who's there when you have questions. I want to be clear about one area where international investors should consult their own advisors. Tax treatment of U.S. investment income for non-U.S. investors can vary based on the investor's home country, applicable tax treaties between their country and the United States, and individual circumstances. We issue a 1099 INT for Freedom Notes investors, which is the standard U.S. interest income reporting form. How that income is treated in your home country and whether any treaty provisions affect U.S. withholding are questions for a tax professional who works with cross-border investments. We're not tax advisors, and we cannot provide guidance on individual situations. But we want every investor to walk in with a full picture, and taxes are part of that picture. So if you're based outside of the United States and you've been wondering whether this is available to you, yes, it is. If you know someone outside the U.S. who is looking for a stable, real estate-backed income investment, the answer to whether they can participate is yes. In our next series, we focus on specific investor profiles, the business owner, the physician, the investor who's been burned before, and more. Each video is built around a particular situation and the specific conversation that investor needs to have. Go to chatwithfreedom.com to start the conversation. Our team will walk you through the process from wherever you are. I hope this was helpful, and I hope we have the opportunity to work together.